And good evening, one and all, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. You were lost, and now you are found, and you are all most welcome here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. Apologies about the little bit of a technical hiccup at the start, but hopefully we should have much smoother sailing going forward. But thank you all once again for joining me this evening. I am looking forward to seeing where this story takes us all. Everything seems to be running much smoothly now. And Hayden Parke, thank you so much for the 12-month resub. Seriously, dude, thank you so much for your amazing continued support of my channel. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you so very much. Oh god, I'm so glad you guys were able to join me this evening as we continue this wonderful story. Last stream did get really quite heavy for some people, so while this game doesn't go into deeply heavy topics, sometimes it can bring out like very heavy emotions. So if at any point you need to take a step away to just be apart from this for like 5-10 minutes, it's more than fine. It's more than fine. I was actually warned in advance that saying goodbye to Alice is one of the harder ones to do, so we'll see how the rest goes. But I have peppermint tea, and I have you guys, so let us continue, shall we? We'll set sail in the morning. For now, I need to harvest my trees. My cherry and apple trees, which you can have on a boat, apparently. Let's take care of all of our chores while everyone's resting. And thank you so much for the stretch check. Oh, Daniel. Oh, I needed that. But we we shouldn't be having much smoother. It was an encoding issue, essentially, what was happening with OBS. But that all seems to be fixed now. Thanks to the power of Google. But let's just take care of some chores here and now. And I think there was one more sheep that we encountered. Maybe we'll be able to have a ship big enough that we can have all the sheep. There we go. That's better. Let's see. Others look to be doing okay. Actually, do we need... Yes, that's right. We've got 2 obols now. Because we were still waiting for Giovanni to pay us his. That's right. I almost forgot about that. So yeah, we picked up Giovanni, who is Astrid's somewhat estranged husband. And he hasn't paid the toll to be on the boat. So hopefully he pays up soon. Oh, you're not late at all, Shadow Tom. Not late at all. We just had a little bit of a hiccup at the start, but that's okay. We've got everything under control now. So we're literally just starting. Let's see. We were going to go speak to the aluminium dragon, but we needed to also go and get that other obol. Where was the aluminium dragon? There they are. All the way across there. Oh, and they're over by Susan's museum. I didn't miss her. I did not miss her. There was also, where was it? That was it, Nordweiler for that particular shrine. Let's continue to make our way onwards and upwards and gather some resources along the way, shall we? Hey, Samuel, how's it going? Good morning. Oh, do you have something for us? Hope you appreciate the value of such oddities. Oh, an old painting and an antique bust. That's all stuff that we can, I think we can sell for glims. But we have to wake everyone up because it's the morning, so get your asses out of bed. We've got work to do. Hayden, I'm sorry, but this game is all about journeys meeting and ending. But you guys need food. Let's see, what do you like? Something healthy? Okay. Hang on. I'll just water these quickly and then we'll get some bright jellies. But yes, while this game is about meetings and partings... Oh, what is it, Astrid? Your friend Gwen might be gone, but these jellyfish aren't. That symbol on her door is doing something. It might be the key to fight off these jellyfish. Try it. Start the event? Yes. Because we need bright jellies for crafting stuff sometimes, so let's get some more here and now while we pass through. And I will say, this is amazingly cool and atmospheric with all of the lights shining in the darkness. I'm getting good at this. Come on. That one was good. Sometimes I really suck at catching the jellies, but I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better. Come on. And I think it looks just so cool with all the ship all lit up like this. And these bright, beautiful jellies gleaming in the dark like shooting stars. Oops. There we go. Yes, we still need the windmill and the crusher and a... there's something you can also do which is like, it's a kind of cool air... I can't find the words. I think it's just like a big fan that allows you to then go higher up. Which I think would be useful if you put on the ground floor. Because then you can soar upwards. Okay, lovely. Hey, Summer, you okay? Oh. You okay? You need food. Yes, you do love desserts, don't you, dear? And a hug for you as well, because you're wonderful. But Astrid, you need food as well, so let's get that taken care of. Wonder. Lovely. And a hug for you as well. I think Giovanni wants to talk to us, but I don't want to. Okay, fine. How's it going? Peanut. I was thinking, and you know what? Just a chocolate box is not nearly enough for a lady of this caliber. But I know exactly what will complement this gift. A nice bouquet of flowers. Vibrant, luscious roses. Wait 1 second. You already have some roses. Marvelous. That's just perfect, Bambina. What a nice bouquet. Your thumb is as green as your hat, as someone once said. And you see, no one cared. No one noticed. Wasn't necessary to make such a big deal out of it, was it? Now, was it? Now, if you could just give them to me, I'll take great care of them. We already have roses? Okay, first things first, you need food, so, shrimp cocktail? Now this is something special. Quite the fine dining experience, Bambino. Giovanni Lenore Formidable. I think it's like, I catch myself saying formidable, but it's formidable? It's something like that. I mean, a creature of refined taste of exquisite complexity. And this hits the spot. Delicious. Grazie mille to the chef. He's supposed to be Italian, I think. Like, the accent and the words in the past to kind of give it away a little bit. I can't really do an authentic Italian accent, so I'll just make him sound like an asshole. Yes, I know it's you. Okay, you like fine dining food and stimulants. You know, maybe that's one of the few things we have in common. Hey, Smith73, how's it going? Welcome back. And Talon, so glad you can make it. Now, you wanted us to give you something. Abaddawn Parke, where is that? Now we need to chart a new course. Where was it? Nordweiler was where the shrine was. We're all the way out here. Is there anything useful here? Not really anything. Let's quickly visit Mostein Grove, and we'll get some more resources on the way as we make our way onwards and upwards. Oh, a tool. I haven't given you food yet, so let's get that taken care of. There you go. Popcorn for you. And give you a hug as well, because you're wonderful. Oh, Wolf Warrior, you're not the only one. The eating animations make me hungry as well. And I just had dinner before sitting down for this. But Giovanni said we had roses. Head over to Abaddawn Parke. Okay. We'll head over to Abaddawn Parke, wherever that is. A Rampant Prime. That was actually a dilemma that I had this evening, where I had planned in my mind, oh, I'm going to make this for dinner. But then my chopping board was dirty from stuff that I cooked at lunch, and I couldn't be bothered to wash it. So I just made almond butter and strawberry jam sandwiches for dinner. Because the only thing I needed to wash was the plate and the knife. Yes. Have I told you that after the war I opened up a tavern? Working in sales wasn't my thing, and Astrid's mother said she wanted to help us. So I told myself, hey, sure, why not? It was a reputable establishment, something fancy. Not a drinking hole where people would come to forget about their lousy lives. So one day, a client comes in. Disheveled, obviously distraught, looking over his shoulder as if the dogs of Inferno were after him. He runs to a bar, grabs me by the collar, and tells me in a panic, 12 shots of your finest liqueur. Before I even have the time to come back with the bill, he's almost through half of them. So I ask him, brother, what's going on with you? Why are you drinking so fast? To which he answers, if you had what I have, you would be drinking very fast too. Surprised and a bit scared, I flat out ask him, what in heavens do you have? He then stands up right away and tells me, only 50 cents, and dashes through the door. Okay, that is actually really fucking funny. Well, Peanut, it's been 40 years and I'm still laughing at this one. Okay, Giovanni, you actually made me laugh with that one. That one was actually very good. I hated that he was that was actually really funny. You know, the old lion might actually warm up to me, so long as he eventually pays the toll. And I could just sense in the core of my being that that's going to be like the plot thing with him. Come on. Yeah. Alrighty. What do we... What do we need? Let's plant some more lettuce. Do you guys hear that? I hear a violin. Someone else playing music? Gustav plays the violin! I love them. I love him so much. And Summer's playing the sitar. I think that's the sitar. Yes, Atul, we'll get to cooking that as soon as possible. I just need to do other things at the moment. I'm sorry. We'll just gather some resources, then we'll head up, go to the shrine, and then go speak with the aluminium dragon. Corsical, welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. So glad you could join us tonight. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and have a good time. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. I think this is your first evening dropping by, but if not, then welcome back. I just love this game so much. It's so pretty. Come on. Come on. I don't think we need any maple logs, but I still wanted to pick some up just in case. Because you never know. There you go. And who knows when you need more limestone. It's currently snowing in Texas. That sounds like an oxymoron, but some of my friends who live in Texas have posted photos of what it's like there at the moment, so I'll take your word for it. I imagine it's a very refreshing change of pace, as he said. Actually, let's go see you, Francis, and we can sell some stuff. Talon, I know, right? People in Texas are seeing snow, and like over in the UK, we haven't seen snow in ages. Like, and hail does not count. We need marble, cotton thread, and oak planks for Gustav's gallery. We can get oak from somewhere nearby, but let's make some cotton. After we say hi to you, because you're awesome. Now, anything we can trade in? No. No. Still looking for that sockeye salmon. Maybe get some lettuce seeds. Hematite? No, I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Actually, we've got a good enough amount of resources for both of those, so let's get some citrine as well. And sell some stuff. Fancy vase. A vibrant necklace. A valuable necklace. An old painting. Yes. And an antique bust. Yes. And everything else I kind of want to hold on to for now. Actually, we could sell the empty shells because we can't use that for cooking or anything. Well, let's just hold on to 10 of those just in case we need them for something. Because I'm paranoid. Good. And the rest of it all looks good to me. So, it's night at the moment, so we can't go sailing. So, that's alright. I'll just make some cotton threads. Oops. Oh, daffodil sounds so cute. Okay, perfect. Got some cotton thread. And let's weave that. Come on. I like weaving stuff with the loom because it's the fastest one you can do and the least complicated. In my spare time, I often watch reruns of your YouTube streams. Oh, thank you so much, Corsagor. That's exactly why I put them up on YouTube, so that if you want to have, like, you can watch them in the background while you're doing other stuff, or just, you know, have some nice background banter to listen to. But, oh, the stars. You can see our friends in the stars. I miss them. Hey, Fox Fables! How's it going? Welcome back! Take a seat, enjoy yourself. Good to see you, my dear. And Smith, Stephanie, does it snow much in Western Australia? It does not snow at all in Western Australia. In Australia, we more have tropical seasons, so our winters, while they still get bitterly cold and almost insufferable, it's more like hailstorms and massive spikes of wind. So we don't get snow, but it does get really, really cold, and hail is a big problem. You don't get the nice, lovely, powdery snow like you do up here in Europe. And Exodus 344, how's it going? Bonsoir to you as well. Take a seat and enjoy your time with us. Come on. God, I suck. The thing is, Wolf Warrior, I'm disappointed we're never going to get Big Pirates sail on the boat. I think maybe it's something that you can unlock later with, like, as a customizable thing, is like more of a piratey look for it. And at least we get rum and sing sea shanties. I only know one sea shanty, and I'm not even sure if it is one. I think it is one. If you want, and you ask nicely, I might consider singing it. Once we set sail again. Come on. Come on. I was hoping for a second, because it was being so tricky, that it was a salmon, but I was wrong. And now I'm sad. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, well, since you all asked so very nicely, once we set sail, I'll sing it. And yes, Fox Fables, still no sockeye salmon. If you know if there's a specific spot where you can catch them, please tell me. I suck at fishing in this game. Animal Crossing lied to me. See, why can't they all be as easy as just fishing for empty bottles? Talon, it's all good, it's all good. Like, fishing is supposed to be a calming, like, soothing experience. You just kind of zen out and you reel it in as it comes in. I'm just, like, watching that fishing rod turn red in my... Just... Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And hey, Steel Monkey, how's it going? Oh, Talon, it's nice to know that your daughter and I are on the same level. Animal Crossing is my favorite franchise, but they make fishing seem so easy. Come on. Come on. This better be fucking worth it. Oh, I swear to God. Come on. I'm just doing this while everyone's asleep. And as soon as they wake up, we're setting sail. And singing shanties. Oh, it was a cod. Yay. Okay, I'm going to cook some stuff because it's frustrating me. Actually, do we have any mail? No, we don't. Okay, never mind. Oh, we do have fruit though. We have everything in Texas. We have beaches, swamps, verdant forests, and deserts too. That goes for weather. We once had snow on Easter. Oh my god, that sounds insane. But let's cook, shall we? Let's see what we can do with some chicken. We have enough chicken that we can cook fried chicken later. But let's just cook like 3 chicken. 3 chicken and... oh, let's do some carrots as well. Now that'll take a while to cook. Let's check if there's anything else we need to do in the meantime, like this. Yeah, Exodus, we're still trying to find a sockeye salmon. I don't know whether it's just like a stupidly rare fish or I'm just fishing in the wrong place or at the wrong time. Because it might be one of those things where it's a fish that only appears like at dusk or something like that. Okay. Sun's up. Wakey wakey guys. And let us chart our course, shall we? We've got enough bright jelly, so I'm good skipping over that. We need to get to Nordweiler. And we need to carve through the ice to do that. Okay, my props claims the sockeye can be found in 1 to 2 of the misty regions. I'll keep an eye out for those misty regions if we come across any. How you doing? Do you want some food? Steamed shellfish. You're an artsy type, so maybe this is your thing. Some people just don't get it. Don't get me started on taste. There's still faint glimmers of civilization left in... I'm sorry, I need a moment because he's quoting the Grand Budapest Hotel, one of my favorite movies. I love Wes Anderson movies. And Grand Budapest Hotel is one of my absolute favorites, so... now I need to make him... I've just realized his name is Gustav. I need to make him sound like Ralph Fiennes as Monsieur Gustav from the Grand Budapest Hotel. Give me a second, I need to remember his voice. There are still faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity. This is exactly that. A taste so unique, so special. I don't even get why some people would call this an acquired taste. Neophytes, surely. This is wonderful, Skipper. Thank you. Okay, he likes acquired taste foods. Perfect, we can work with that. Oh, I'm so happy. Once I realized that, I'm just like, okay, this game just went from good to great. Hey, good morning, Astrid. You hungry? Okay, what have we got? What do you like? You like regular food, so... I think we gave you that recently. Do you like the fish curry or not a fan of exotic? Yeah, thought so. Grilled veggies. Okay, she must not be hungry at the moment. That's okay. Oh, it's cold. It's okay, Summer. You get some rest. We're going to be in the cold area for a little bit, so you get some rest. Ooh, it's cold. Oh, we can harvest our corn. Lovely. I love getting excited over, like, once I picked up on, like, oh my god, they're referring that. I was so happy. Just... Yes. I need to watch Grand Budapest Hotel again, because I love it. Sorry, I just remembered, when we were on the high seas, I was going to sing sea shanty, but I got distracted by Gustav. Oh, what's up? Peanut, look at these jewels. For you, Bambina. No. No need to explain how. Shh. Just take them. It's a gift. Okay, you give us trinkets, he gives us fine art. Okay, this isn't going to get me in trouble at all. Got anything good for us? Ooh. That sounds really cool. Actually, like, screw it, we're not going to come back here anytime soon, so let's buy that. Celery, sunflower, a pear seed, and cabbage seeds. I think we're good for everything else. We were going to visit the shrine, though. Oh, and we have a sheep here as well. We need to come back for the sheep once I've got things more organized to have a bigger pen. Hello. Next ability. This game is so beautiful. Hold W to zipline on ropes and wires. Ooh. I assume we first need to get up there. Seafox, thank you so very much for your 12-month resub. Thank you so much for your incredible continued support. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat and have fun with us. Okay, now I know what to do. I know what I'm doing now, guys. Okay, is there anything useful in here? There was this, which is pretty awesome. Oh, we learned a recipe for apple pie! Yay! Because I was thinking about, like, because I did notice that as well, Hewan, that a lot of you are hitting, like, 12-month subscriptions on my Twitch channel in the past few days. And I got a memory on Facebook that I think about this time last year was when I did my new streaming setup, when I decided to invest a lot more time and energy into my Twitch streams. So, isn't that a cool rinky dink? Mm. And I love the cat levels up as well, same. And, sorry Steel Monkey, I didn't notice your joke. What do you call corn that's been left out in the snow? I don't know, what do you call corn that's been left out in the snow? And Exodus344, thank you so very much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely Lost Tales, and you are welcome back anytime. And hey, Deathbringer519, how's it going? Welcome back. Oops. Okay, good to know, good to know. It's going to take a little bit of practice with that. But I can imagine it's going to be hella useful for getting up to high places. Did I just go off the edge? Yeah, I just went off the edge. That's okay. Oops. Oops. Come on, Daffodil, let's get out of the freezing water before we die of hypothermia. What do you call corn that's been left out in the snow? Frosted corn. Ah, awesome. Let's see. Let's head over to Loneberg because I can see that wire in that picture. So let's head over there and see if we can grab something a little shiny as we make our way over to the aluminium dragon, because someone wants to speak to the aluminium dragon, even though that makes me nervous because it means we might be saying goodbye to her soon. Ooh, what do we make? Meat stew. Okay, good, good, good. Now, what do we need for apple pie? We need apples and we need flour. So I assume we need the grinding thing and we need wheat in order to do that. That's okay. In the meantime, let's just cook some regular stuff. And yes, we do have mail. I'll just get to it in just a moment. Got some cabbage. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, Deathbringer. Taking care of myself. Like, there has been a couple of hiccups at the start of the year, but that's okay. Just doing the best we can. Now, we have a letter from Albert. Dear valued customer, for a special time we are running a special promotion. Enclosed is a special blueprint, all part of our new Funtacular series. A zipline post. Zip through the air like a majestic bird. Okay, wonderful. Because that's going to be useful for getting up to the top very quickly. Well, let's quickly head ashore and see what was up on that zipline. Okay. There we go. New improvement acquired, chicken coop upgrade. We need to get chickens in order to upgrade that. Do you have anything useful? Take a look at our maps and brochures for our latest tour. We'll be exploring the world in no time. Ooh, we actually need to buy more cotton seeds, so I'm glad we stopped by here. So we need cotton for stuff. And I'll grab some glass as well. There we go. The most piratey thing everyone's done. Actually, that's a really good question. Chat, feel free to answer that to your heart's content. I think the most piratey thing I've personally ever done is lie on a beach and drink rum. Welcome to the Caribbean, love. What's up? I'm really hungry, you know? Don't you have any food hidden away somewhere? Okay, fine, I'll give you some fucking food. You like fine dining stuff. We'll give you a shrimp cocktail. Maybe you're not picky, you know me. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Give you something different. Got something else that's fine dining. You like squid stews. There you go. Now this is something special. Quite the fine dining experience, Bambina. I, Giovanni Leonor from Ephemeral, am a creature of fine taste of exquisite complexity. And this hits the spot. Delicious. Grazie mille to the chef. Yes, I know it's you. Rampant. Yes, that song as well. Ailstorm and the Master, Robbie Rotten. And just Lazy Town in general. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. Alright, while we go getting stuff out of the sea, I'll sing the sea shanty, okay? I just have to remember the lyrics as best I can. Apologies if I mess this up. Merrily we sailed along, though the waves were getting strong, down the twisted river while following the song. Legend's fate storyline tried to warn us all. Oh, they called her Lorelei, careful or you'll fall. And the winds would cry, and many men would die, and all the waves would bow down to the Lorelei. And the winds would cry, and many men would die, and all the waves would bow down to the Lorelei. And I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. Sorry. I know there's more to this song, but I can't think. I forgot the lyrics to the next verse. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys are too sweet. Thank you. Okay, yes. Also, the best parody thing I've ever done is watch and get really invested in it. Muppets of Muppet Treasure Island. I love that movie so much. I always end up doing a double feature of Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island when it's like Christmas Eve and I watch it with my family. Because hell yes. Like, I could attempt to sing When You're a Professional Pirate, but I can't remember the lyrics off the top of my head. I'm sorry, Tim Curry. Yes, I'm sorry, Atul. We're working on it. I'm sorry. Oh, this hurts. Seeing Alice's old room. Oh, you've got planks? Planks, get your planks. I made some planks for you, Stella. Enjoy. Good, good, good. Honestly, if you haven't seen Muppet Treasure Island in a long time, rewatch it. I highly recommend it. It's so good, and I love the movies where, let's say the humans, they are completely invested in the story that they're telling, and it's not like a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing like, oh, we're performing with Muppets. Like, no, you're performing a story. You're playing a part alongside Gonzo the Great, Kermit the Frog, and Her Royal Majesty Miss Piggy. You have the honor of performing with the Muppets, and you enjoy every last moment of it. Like, I know it's a little bit silly, but I can think of fewer characters that I would just lose my mind in just like nostalgic, overwhelming glee if I got the chance to meet any of the Muppets. Okay, everyone's resting. We should probably rest as well. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Actually, no, I'm just going to check what we need for the crusher again. What do we need for that? Orchard, windmill field, sawmill, sheep corral, chicken coop. The crusher, we need ash, a pulsar ingot, and a zinc ingot. Or do we need a windmill for that? A windmill makes flowers, so I think maybe a windmill will also be able to crush sunflower seeds into oil, maybe? Exodus 344 with 200 bits. Thank you so very much. I've been following you for almost a year on YouTube. I love your videos. The Castle of Blue Roses is my favorite. You're a wonderful person. You've given me a lot. Thank you sincerely. A French subscriber. Oh, merci beaucoup, Exodus. You're absolutely incredible. Thank you so very much for the bits. I'm trying my best to learn French, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I have a long way to go, though. But merci beaucoup. Okay, Hayden, I will agree with you there that I would also really love to see if they're going to do a live action remake of some movies, if Disney's going to do that, I would prefer that they did it with the ones that were animated movies that were less successful, like The Black Cauldron. I would be all for a live action remake of The Black Cauldron, so long as they learnt their lesson. And they put a lot more time and energy into it, and they picked the right director and the right production for it. I would also be completely on board with them doing a live action of Treasure Planet, provided that they, again, stay true to the atmosphere that they established in the original movie. And it felt so amazingly authentic. I watched maybe like 3 seasons of Black Sails, so all I can imagine is like the production quality of Black Sails, but in space, and I'm so on board with that. Damn it. Okay, everything else is looking good. Yeah, it's actually, like, the higher-ups screwed over the production of Black Cauldron so badly. There have been many video essays on YouTube about it, and all of them are absolutely incredible. I do especially love, there's one, I can't remember the YouTube channel who did it, so apologies. But there's a video essay that's like why the Black Cauldron is the perfect Halloween movie or something like that. So if you haven't checked that out, do so. It's amazing. It's so good. I'm sorry, but now all I can think of the soundtrack is to Treasure Planet, and I want to sing all of the songs. Yes, thank you, Zanshlu. The video that I was talking about, the video essay, it's by a YouTuber named Breadsword, spelled how it sounds, Bread Sword, all one word. So just check out all of his videos. He's incredibly good at putting together video essays, so I highly recommend checking out his channel, especially the ones about the Road to El Dorado and the Black Cauldron. So good. I am a question to the world, not an answer to the earth, or a moment that's held in your arms. And what do you think you'd understand? I'm a boy, no, I'm a man. Take me, 'cause I'm not here. And I want a moment to be real. Wanna touch things I don't feel. Wanna hold on and feel I'm alone. And I can't remember the rest of the lyrics, and I kind of butchered that a bit, but I love that soundtrack so much. Oh, darling, of course we do. I'm sorry. We actually have rice pudding. If you want that. No. Stella, don't you remember? Don't eat any. Oh, that's right. Of course. She's completely vegan. My apologies. I'm sorry. Meat, no. I'm sorry, won't impose my choice on others, but I cannot eat that. That's fine. It was made with milk, so that's perfectly fine. And you just had poached fruit, but you do love grain salads, so let's get you that. Stella, is there anything better on dessert than a bowl of green salad? It's by far my favourite. Fill me up with unbridled joy. Thank you so much, my dear. Absolutely, dear. Yep, she dislikes non-vegan food, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, thanks so much, guys. I wasn't expecting you to react that way to me attempting to sing that song. Thank you. And yes, that was from Treasure Planet because I love that movie so much. Oh. What do you want? Do you want a hug? Fine, I'll give you a hug. The lions do look like they give really, really good hugs. But yes, I left some ores with you, so... Hello. No, we still have to grab some stuff from you. Hang on. Come on. Oh, good question, Hayden. What are your guys' thoughts on Titan AE? I watched it when it was like on VHS when it first came out. That's how old I am. I really liked it. I think maybe I was too young to kind of get it. Okay, let's put some marble there because we need more marble. I think I was too young when it first came out to kind of just understand that they were trying to tell the more mature story, so it went a lot of it went over my head. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, yes. Yes, we needed more of this. Hello. Took your sweet time, right? Are you done? Yes, we're done. Hello, Astrid. What's up? Haven't had a little something to eat, would you? Of course. I'm sorry. Let's get that taken care of. I'm still trying to figure out what it is you actually like. Because you like simple food. Do you like meat stew, maybe? Thank you, Munchkin. Old-fashioned was more Alice's thing. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. What's up, Gustav? Lack of the food of those vessels are depressing. Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. We'll get that taken care of right away. You like acquired taste stuff. Do we have anything that's acquired taste? Do you also like exotic stuff, maybe? Ha, Stella. Found my weak spot again, did you? This complex and exhilarating blend of flavors. Yes, exotic delicacies are just my taste. Oh, yes, quite good. Quite good indeed. Okay, good to know. You like acquired taste and exotic food. I think we have a number of exotic items, food items. We're happy to do that for you. But let's go speak with this aluminium dragon. What's down here, though? Cast iron mines. Oh, that's right. We needed to be able to do the zipline in order to do that. We'll go speak with the aluminium dragon, and then we'll go and get... no, I want to delay it. I'm going to go to the mines instead first. I'm sorry. I'm nervous about progressing Summer's plot and saying goodbye to her. But yes, Titan AE. I really loved it. Once I grew to kind of appreciate it, and it breaks my heart that was the end of animated movies from 20th Century Fox, because I loved the animation style. I think that was the last movie that Don Bluth worked on with 20th Century Fox. I'm not sure, because there was that there was the new game he was working on, but it hasn't been any updates for a really long time. I think Titan AE was fine. What do you want, Giovanni? Here. Peanut, look at these jewels. For you, Bambina. No. No need to explain how. Shh. Just take them. It's a gift. Cheers, Giovanni. But let's head over to the mines and get some more resources, and then we'll go speak with the aluminium dragon. Daniel, absolutely. That's kind of one of the big messages I feel for this game, is saying goodbye is the right thing to do. You're ready and well equipped for the job. You did well, recruit. I'm happy to welcome you on the team. Here you go. Have fun in there, baby. That sounds odd. You're going into an abandoned mine after all. Be careful. And also, always respect the job. Yes! Now we can get more resources! Lighting things up as I go. Anastasia may have been the last of the Don Bluth and Fox films. I'm not 100% sure myself though. Damn it. Anything cool down here? Gonna try and light up this entire mine. Ooh, metal rope and hematite. Very good. What's up this way? I'm curious. Okay, I think then this brings us back to the start again. So in case like you fall down, then... Oh! Yes, that leads you back to the start. Never mind then. Okay. Okay, I think I kind of know what I'm doing. Come on, damn it. Come on. Come on, Stella. Come on. Huh? Almost fell. Come on. Oh, Sinbad, The Legend of the Seven Seas is one of my favorite films. It's one of the movies that's so cool, even after the years. Absolutely. Like, could you... I think you might have a slight inkling that Eris, the villain from Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, might have had a lingering effect on me. Come on. Come on! Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Give me a second. Oh, almost. Oh, God, this is tricky. Enough talking. Time for some screaming. I'm not saying, like, if they decided to make a live-action version of Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, that they should cast me as Eris. I'm just saying that they should do that. Maybe. Yes! There we go. I know what I'm doing. Oh, good question, Steel Monkey. I also saw the topic of conversation of Muppet Babies come up. Unfortunately, I haven't seen either. I didn't really grow up watching Fraggle Rock or Muppet Babies, but I did grow up watching the Muppet movies. Hey, Astrid, how'd you get up here? Picking up some more. Okay, good for you, darling. If you're able to help us on our journey, then even better. I can remember almost all of Eris's lines from Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. She I love her a great deal. The day began with such promise. And now look. My sea monster is dead, and I still don't have the Book of Peace. All because of you, Sinbad. Don't tell me you've seen my likeness on the temple walls. Yes, oh my god, Exodus, same here. Like, when that happened in the movie, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, oh shit, things are getting real. Oh my god, guys, you guys are too sweet, thank you. Like, I think I do a pretty good impression of Eris. Like, okay, was that everything that could be found in here? Let's just check our inventory. Should we get enough stuff? Okay, we definitely got some marble, which is good. And some more ore. Okay, that should be okay for now. Like, this is the Soothing Sunday stream, so if me doing Eris's lines from Sinbad Legend of the Seven Seas seems to appeal to you, then I'll definitely keep that in mind for the future. Just keep in mind that Eris isn't one to play by the rules, and she's the goddess of chaos, after all. Oh, thank you for the stretch check, Fox Fables. Ah, thank you, thank you. Oof. Oh, Wolf Warrior, you're too kind. You're too kind. But let us never forget. Let us never forget that scene, though. Let's sell that, sell that, sell that. I thought since we were right beside him anyway, might as well drop by and say hi. I think at some point one of the character voices you do is going to need to be Eris. Well, the thing is, I'm trying to find that neutral American accent that's just kind of a default for most voice actors to be able to do. I find I slip too much into doing one kind of more regional accent over another rather than just a neutral one. So whenever I try to do an Eris, a voice similar to Eris, I find I kind of slip more into doing a slightly English accented lilt to her voice. But I need to practice. I need to practice a little bit more. Oh, got some cotton. Lovely. An interesting suggestion, Samuel. A very interesting suggestion indeed. I'm just making a note for no particular reason. Give me a second. Everyone's asleep on the ship anyway, it's fine. I just made a note, that's all. But thank you so much for the suggestion. Okay, everything is going good. Everyone's sleeping. Actually, how are we doing for ore and other such needed items? I could actually smelt some more of that because we're running a bit low on that. Okay, we've got enough of that. Oops. Let's smelt some more to make some more ingots, because that will definitely be needing for crafting at some point. And yes, oh my god, the soundtrack to Sinbad as well, so good. Oops, sorry. Samuel, I'm finding more and more that I just have to start talking in a certain way, and then you guys like start to slowly crumble to the ground. The thing is, I'm becoming much more aware, and you guys are making it much easier for me to know just what to say to just bring out some interesting thoughts. But this isn't the stream for it. We're all about relaxing and unwinding at the end of a long week together. I'm supposed to be talking in a nice, comforting, soothing manner. And if my manner of speech just happens to sound like Eris, goddess of discord, then it's all the better for it, isn't it? I might do a pirate marathon later and give another watch of Sinbad, Treasure Planet, and find a copy of Muppet Treasure Island. Muppet Treasure Island is on Disney Plus if you have it. Where I was so delighted to find that. Come on. Come on. Okay, and maybe I went a little bit too hot, so I've got to start the back up again. No, I don't want to make things complicated for you and your girlfriend. I'll stop. I'll behave myself. Then again, it is my stream. I can do whatever I want with it. But are you guys having a good time tonight? I'm certainly having a good time tonight. God damn it. Damn it, I fucked it up again. I'm trying to concentrate, but I keep getting distracted. I'm glad you guys are having such a good time. I absolutely am. I've got peppermint tea, I've got you guys, we're just playing this awesome chill game together where I just have to focus on not, like, burning, like, setting the whole ship on fire. I can do that. I can totally do that. Hayden, I know what time it is over there. You better have gotten a full night's sleep, I swear to God. Thing is, I know what time it is in Australia at the moment because I was watching Endgame with my mum and my sister earlier today, and and it was really late over there when we ended the call, so I can only imagine it's really, really early over in Australia at the moment. Oh, Rampant Prime, you are too kind. Best of luck with writing your lab report. Come on. Okay, that is a fair point. That is a fair point, like, Ewan. What is time anymore? What even is time? The past is far behind you. The future doesn't exist. Let's go on a journey through time. Do. Smelting some more. Oh, we can make glass. So that's how we make glass. We melt it down. I thought we might have had to crush it or like find a way to get sand, but nope. God damn it, come on. I imagine because glass has got such a low melting point, that's why you kind of got to play this a little trickier. There we go. And that's how we get glass. Now I don't have to buy it. Forgot about that. Aftermaster, you just blew my mind with that shit. Can we appreciate the fact that there's technically no now? The moment you say now, it's in the past. You guys are blowing my mind tonight. Okay, guys, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Okay, there's a lot of stuff still hidden in there, but we'll go back at another time. We need to go speak to the aluminium dragon. How you guys going hunger-wise? Want some more food? Okay, he's not hungry at the moment. Do you want a hug, though? Yeah. There you go, Gustav. You make glass by melting it down at the foundry. The empty bottles that you usually use when you get to catch lightning in a bottle during the storms. So you take that and you melt that down, and then that's how you get glass. Do you want a hug? There we go. Just want everyone to be happy. But yes. Okay, I'll go speak. No, we need to speak to the dragon now. Something smells different, don't you think? Oh, as I thought. Just help it, Stella. Yes, absolutely. All right. Oh, this might be tricky. Come on. Damn it. I'm not so great at helping this dragon. There we go. Come on. Okay, and then when they move, they go back up. I'm sorry. I'm trying. God damn it all. I can't get up that high. Can I go via the other way, maybe? Yeah, at least the floor isn't lava. That's a good point. Okay, I somehow got up there. Okay. There we go. Come on, come on. And I just got knocked off by a tail of something, which is interesting. Okay. It's alright, we got you. we go. Come on. There we go. Yes. It's alright. Come on. Okay, it was a little bit of a slow start, but I eventually got there. Damn it. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I was worried for a second. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Almost got you. Got plenty of aluminium ore, and we did it! KMS Kylie Ann, thank you so much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely lost tales, and you are welcome back at the Blue Rose Respite anytime. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Incredible. It's... I need some time. Sorry. You take all the time you need. Stella, the dragon. I thought it was getting tamer. It seemed like we finally learned to coexist. To manage, at least. But it's really getting stronger, isn't it? Well, you know what it means, as well as I do. It's time for me to go. Please, when you can, bring me to the Abaddawn. I'll be fine. God, this hurts. This hurts so much. And how's it going, KMS Kylie Ann? Oh, Deathbringer, is that so? KMS Kylie Ann, are you a fan of Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, perchance? Because apparently, according to the chat, I'm rather good at doing an impression of Eris. And I think we might need a little bit of a burst of joy as we start to make our way to the Abaddawn. This game hurts to play sometimes. Well, if you're a fan of Eris, then... Wake up, my beauties. Rise and shine. It's a brand new day, and the mortal world is at peace. But not for long. Just look at them. I pull one tiny thread, and their whole world unravels into chaos. Glorious. These are the shenanigans that I bring to my chat from time to time. And I think we needed just that little bit of a burst of levity before the sadness seeps in with this game. And thank you so much, Kylie Ann. That means a lot. Oh. Oh, this hurts. Oh, what's up, Gustav? I found something you might like, perhaps. Here's a gift from my collection. I hope you appreciate the value of such oddities. Oh, absolutely. We'll sell them for a very high price indeed. But we need to head to the Abaddawn. It's... Stella's time to go, so... Actually... She's not in a particular rush to go there. I'm curious about this lighthouse. I'm going to head over here and just delay it just a little bit longer, and then we'll head over to the other door. Hayden. It hurts because it's true. Yeah, you all know it. I'm going to smelt some aluminium now when we head over to this place. Oops. Yeah, Hayden, that's what I was planning on doing. Let's take our time heading to the Everdoor, and then maybe saying goodbye to Summer will be like the last thing we do tonight, because that seems like a good note to kind of end it on. So that means we've got enough time to gather some more resources, check out some islands we haven't visited yet, and just enjoy our time with Summer just a little bit longer before we have to say goodbye. Oh, Exodus, I'm going to sleep. Wish you a very good evening. Thank you for this wonderful evening and this incredible interpretation of Eris. Au revoir. Oh, au revoir and bonne nuit to you as well, Exodus. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we can't wait to see you again. Hey, what's up, Giovanni? No, would you have a snack or something? Fine. You like stimulants, how about some coffee? Yowza. This one hell of a kicker. We're shaking. Stimulants all the way, Bambina. Delicious and wakes you up for real. And a hug. You're eventually warming up to us. Like, that joke set us off at a good place tonight, so you know what? I'm thankful for that. And that's another thing I'm really trying to do is show gratitude to those who bring joy into my life, who make me happy, keep me motivated, keep me working hard. Oh, madam, you've got that face. Larry Salzberg knows faces, and yours could be on a poster, on a billboard. You're not talking, but I can imagine your voice, and I hate it. Okay, thanks, everyone's a critic. But we can fix that in post. We'll get one of the girls to dub everything. You'll be perfect. What? You're not an actress? You don't do vaudeville? You've never been with Ziegfeld? Nothing for those French shepherdesses or whatever it's called. That's impossible. You would have been perfect. But that's true. You're pure undiscovered talent. I must have you in my next picture. I must. I don't have a script or a director, but that doesn't matter. It will be called something like Visions of Perfection. A thriller. Murder. Suspense. Something to get the blood boiling. Something to make the town talk. Talking about my young new star. It will be a box office smash. Can't you see it? Absolutely. I knew I could count on just walking the streets. You'll be a star in no time, or my name is in Larry Salzberg. Now, we need to find you a co-star. My casting director is on a honeymoon with her new beau. Somewhere warm. It doesn't matter. What does matter is this picture I just thought about in the last 5 minutes. I do need to cast this picture with stars. Star power. This town is drier than my shirts on a clothesline in the summer. Let's see. Joan is filming that daughter-mother picture. Vivian is out of the question. Judy's off somewhere magical. We need to find someone with gumption, gravitas. There's this veteran, Catherine, who would work. Apparently she's been taking in nature recently. Somewhere on obscure canopy, I believe. Wait 1 second. I just had another idea. We could also go the demure, naive route. Someone like Ingrid. She could also do justice to our new movie. She just bought the new old Central District. Albert Krieger, thank you so much for the follow. You are now one of my lovely lost tales, and you are welcome back anytime. Take a seat, enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. Oh, absolutely, Kylie. You're more than welcome back anytime. No one's under any pressure to make it to every single one of my streams or to support me with subscription or bits. Just having you join us for a bit is more than enough. And honestly, Kruger, we're all loving this game as well. It breaks our heart at points, but we love this game so much. Should get going for now. Thank you for the cozy time. Hope you all have a good remainder of the day. My condolences for the snake friend. Oh, thank you so much, Fox Fables. You take care. It was lovely that you can make it tonight, and we'll be saying goodbye to Summer towards the end of the stream, so thank you. Go meet her there. Ah, so many possibilities. Casting movies, what a rush. Alright, I'll leave it in your capable hands. Find us a match. Someone that you think will pop on screen. Okay. So with the lighthouses, like, I'm not quite sure what their shtick is. I think we have to, like, hang on. Like, just do these extra quests in order to do the stuff on the lighthouse, but it doesn't really serve a particular narrative purpose. Ah. Come on. That's promising, though. New recipe learned. Heat-treated crab. Ooh, that does sound good. Honestly, this game is just, it's so good, and there's just so many like little hidden depths to it. And you love every single one of these characters so much. Even Giovanni is starting to warm up to me a little. He has a way to go, though. Hello. Some lunatic wakes me up every day. He jumps in the water screaming. He always says, oh, what is it? I'm the big fish man, or something like that. He's so loud. And it's not just the screaming. It's a thrashing in the water. Poor fellow doesn't seem to know how to swim. I should close my bedroom window. Maybe not. I came here for the ocean breeze. It came with the early bird swimmer. Lovely. Okay. I imagine this is the thing, like if we do the quests on this island, then we'll get keys to houses, and then we'll be able to get the lighthouse working. Who knows? That might lead to something that will benefit us and our ship. But who knows? It's late, people are asleep, so what do we need to do? What should we make? We've got aluminium ingots now, so that's good. We have marble, we have aluminium ingots. Can we make the desk now? Oh no, we also need ash. We need like ash planks or something for Tool's desk. No, it's an oak plank. Okay, we can make that. I suck at cutting planks, but I'll try. And we can do that while everyone's resting. Maple and oak. I am not good at cutting. Okay, that one was perfect though. And that one was perfect. Come on. That one was almost perfect. That one was less than perfect. And hey Liam, how's it going? Welcome back. Come on. Yes. I'm getting better. I'm getting a little bit better. Almost got that one perfect. See, the thing is, essentially, Carmina, like, that's why I always have the caveat of, like, you know, I'm not good at video games, I just love them, and I like them for fun. I never said I was great at video games, I'm just a very enthusiastic player, that's what I usually say. So that then, when I do something really cool, it's, you know, a total surprise. Like, oh, I didn't spend hours upon hours practicing. Come on. Almost. There we go. Come on. Come on. God damn it. Could have been better. Could have been better. Could have been better. Oh my god, Shadow Tom, I'm the same. Like, it hit me when I woke up this morning. Like, oh god, it's Sunday morning. It means I just have one more day of the weekend. And then I have to go back to work tomorrow. But that's okay. There we go. That should be enough to work with for now. And we should be able to improve the desk. How much do we... What stuff do we need for the windmill as well? We can make the windmill. Awesome. Actually, I'm going to make some more aluminium. Actually, no. I'll build a windmill now. Fuck, it's big. Although... That fits very nicely there. And it slots very nicely there. And then, oops. Ooh, and we could build a zip line. Yes. I was hoping I could put it on top of the windmill. Never mind. That's okay. I'll customize zip lines and stuff later. I should build that lounge though. But I don't have the space for it now. Oh, we could build Gustav's gallery! Yes! We have the resources. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Ooh, I kind of want to shuffle some things around though. So everything fits together a little bit neater. Oh, Deathbringer. Because I'm thinking maybe like of setting up a thing on Twitch so that then for like a number of channel points or ink drops, as they are on my channel, then you can request me to do a line with a particular voice impression to the best of my ability. They might suck. But hold on to that thought, because I do have something in mind. I do have something in mind. What I might do is shuffle some things around quickly before I build anything new. Because I really want to fit something in this space. Because honestly, that's roughly about the same size as one of the sheep pens. So I'm wondering then if we kind of put that there. Actually, put that there. There. That doesn't quite fit there. It's a bit too wide. I wonder, will Gustav's gallery kind of fit in there? Give me a second. I'm trying to Tetris this together so it looks like really nice and put together. Oh, I just get super excited about a lot of things. Funny thing, when I was a kid, I used to get picked on for laughing too much. So throughout all my teenage years, I was the moody, broody goth kid who never smiled because I got picked on for laughing. Apparently I found too many things funny. And it wasn't like laughing at other people. It was just laughing at stuff in general. So I would get picked on it for that. And so then I taught myself to not laugh anymore. And it took me a lot of years of telling myself, you know, it's okay to feel joy again. And then allowing yourself to smile. And yeah, it took me a long ass time to eventually figure it out, but that's okay. Because I eventually got there. Oh, but Gustav's gallery also has this beautiful, like, T thing on top. So, I wonder, hang on. I'll get to you in a second, Gustav. Yes. 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 This is perfect. This is right. Give me a second. I know it's the early morning. I know, like, people have stuff that they want to do, but I just want everything to fit together nicely. The best that I can. Okay, now I've got the kitchen next to Gustav's gallery. And we'll add some more sheep pens there. Though I wonder, can we put the windmill like here so it's more like industrial stuff? And then that works a little bit better. Then, give me just a second, guys. And Summer's place. Can go there-ish. Okay, it's not perfect, but I'm happy with that for now. And can we also give you a desk? No, we need more aluminium ingots and more oak planks because we sent them on Gustav's place, but that's okay. Get there in a second. Oh, you guys are too sweet. Thank you. It's all good. Like, it was just, you know, that one person says that thing that makes you deeply insecure. Then you're like, okay, if I want people to like me, then I need to stop doing this thing. So for me, like, I just didn't laugh, which, you know, totally worked out in the long run. But as you could probably tell, I like making people happy and I like being happy, and I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at making myself happy. But let us see what the impeccably wonderful Mr. Gustav has to say. Fantastic. As usual, Stella, you accomplished your end of the deal with gusto. And while I noticed that you disregarded much of my previous indications, what a great space you managed to put together. It'll be a much better working environment than that noisy guest house. And as a plus, I can move in so that I can entirely focus on my work. Oh, don't act surprised. I only ever felt at home when surrounded by my work. While some might consider sleeping in their office a punishment, I'm actually looking forward to it. I can't wait to fill up this empty space. How exciting. Do carry on. I'll gather my things and my thoughts, and I'll tell you when we're ready for the next step. I can't wait to see the inside of his place once we've been able to improve it. Because, oh, he's got a little perch and everything. I love it. We'll talk to you in a second, Giovanni. I've got plants to water. Come on. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Are those hugs in the chat for me? Thank you, guys. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. I kind of had a rough afternoon. How about tea? Do you like tea? Perfect. He likes tea. Delicious. Wakes you up for real. Okay, he's alright for now. Right. We'll get you to the other door soon, Summer. I promise. Amberton Park, we need to figure out where that is. And we need to improve a desk. So we need to set a course to somewhere. Actually, first... Oh, do we need to be sailing in order to, like, make stuff happen? Okay, I think that's what the thing is. Where should we chart a course to? Okay, that reveals a little bit more of the map, but not much. Actually, can we turn something in at Susan's museum? Maybe let's just swing by there quickly. I've been to Furugawa. Where was that place that Giovanni wanted to go to? Presque Quarry, that wasn't it. Toriyama, Granu Fields. We also need to go by here. I think there's something in here that we need. Castine Mines. Let's quickly go visit Susan, see if we can turn something in, and then we'll go and find the thing and do the thing. You guys are too sweet, thank you. Oh, Stella, my stomach is rumbling. Would you have anything to nibble on? Of course, darling, of course. So, found my weak spot, dear. Can't say no to a dessert. Delightful, sugary perfection. Thank you very much. And a hug as well. We'll get you to the Everdor soon. Or do we need to do something? Okay. Corn and rice. Let's put some corn in here. See what happens. Okay, that's churning, that's churning. Took me a second, we didn't have a tutorial for this, but I think I figured it out. Okay, that's still doing a thing, apparently. Well, let's head over, see if we can turn something into Susan, because that exclamation point indicates that we have something we can do there. Oh, that is a very good question, Kruger. And Deathbringer. Who's my favorite character in this game? I think it's probably Gustav. It is possibly, I'm a little bit biased because he's named after the character from the Grand Budapest Hotel, so I'm a little biased. But I already really like him. I also loved Gwen as well when she was here with us. Alice breaks my heart. I think at the moment you saw my reaction. I'm just so delighted by Gustav, so I think he's probably my favorite at the moment. Would you want to go on with it already? Okay, you don't have anything interesting to say. You're just being a jerk. This is a nice game, so I'm not going to say what I wanted to say. So there's an exclamation point, but we can't do anything. Let's see what this is as we head towards the Everdor, shall we? Where was that place that Giovanni wanted to go to? That was Loneberg. Nordweiler. Was it all the way down here? Maybe? South Point Docks. That was another thing. Hikuroshima Lighthouse. Escape Quarry. Let's go and have a look what this is. Fire glow seeds is what we get from there. And let's see if I can figure out how to use the windmill. And yes, Albert is fantastic as well, though. Am I doing this right? I think I'm doing this right. This might have been something that we had to wait for one of the spirits to give us an instruction on what to do. But I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best. Do we just leave that? And it does the thing. It looks like it should be doing something, but I'm not... Maybe it takes a while to do, so we'll just let that run and then we'll come and collect it in a bit. Feel free, if I'm doing this wrong, to correct me. Oh, we needed aluminium and we needed more planks. That's what we needed to do. Oh, can we only do one thing at a time, though? Oh, no, wait. We have this. Come on. Hey, someone has something to say. What is that? Do you hear that, Stella? Is that music? And organs? Strings? How incredibly stirring. How dark and mysterious. Oh, what beauty. Stella, would you mind letting the music in? It would mean so much to me. Let the notes flow through you, Stella. Let the music strike straight to your heart. Oh, Kruger. Like, all of these characters have such amazing charm to them. Like, I love them so much. Ooh. Oh, so this is similar to the jellyfish thing, but it's like you get a different sort of... I love everything about this game. This game is so cool. This is so pretty. Oh my god. I love it. Oh. This game just continues to enchant me so much. I love it. And we're just catching these bugs like they're like glim little fireflies. I love this game so much. Yes. Oh my god. It's so pretty. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm just like in awe of how cool this game is. And my hands are just like running all over the keys. Like when I play Hades on Friday, it's like I'm running my hands all across the keys to stay alive. Now I'm just like, I need to catch all of the fireflies. I'm just feeling a euphoria that's like, I'm just so happy. This game makes me so happy. And sad and emotional and teary. What do you want? Peanut. Look at these jewels for you, Bambina. No, 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 no. No need to explain how. Shh. Just take them. It's a gift. Thank you. Now, you should get some sleep. We got some shinies. I think we should have... There we go. Okay, we got corn flour. I think that might be enough to cook with. Let's maybe make some rice flour as well. Actually, no. This must be a thing where, like, you just kind of let it run in the meantime, and you just adjust it when the windmill stops. And let's see if we can Can we do that? Oh, was there something already in there? And I was an idiot and I left it. Oops. My mistake. I will say, like, I don't know which I like more, the fireflies or the jellyfish. Like, the jellyfish are amazingly cool and ethereal. But I could not believe my eyes when 10 million fireflies. Oops. Lit up the world as I fell asleep. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to think that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. Come on. Okay, we've got some aluminium. We also need some planks. I think it was oak planks we needed. I thought we had enough oak planks. I'm actually going to double check what we need. Oh, thanks, guys. I think it's like further proof that I'm secretly a bard. Breaking into song sporadically. We do need more oak planks. I thought so. Oh, thank you so much, Kylie Ann. You're so sweet. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Let's surprise our tool by building a lovely desk for him, shall we? Perfect. Now we need bottled ectoplasm for the next one and ash planks, but that's not going to be done for quite some time. Who else's place can we upgrade? There's definitely Gustav's later, but... And so we need ash planks for Astrid's place. We can give her an old plant, though, so... Let's try and spruce up the place just a little bit for her. And Gustav too, I guess. Not Gustav. Giovanni. They both start with G's. I apologize. Neither one of them deserve that. But I think we actually need a crusher to make oil. But crushers are for obliterating rocks into dust. I don't think that's what we need. So we produce flowers at the windmill. We need a way to make oil. Like, do we cook sunflower seeds maybe? I could be wrong. I'm just gonna check. See if I'm just being an idiot. No, it's just... I'm gonna try. Leave that to go for a bit. But maybe we have to upgrade our blueprint table in order to make oil. Maybe. I could be wrong. The thing is, like, what I like about this game is even though you kind of get, like, a gentle tap on the shoulder from some characters being like, hey, don't forget, like, this thing that I asked you to do. They're not pushy about it or mean-spirited about it, which is really nice. Okay, it's all good, Deathbringer. See you in a bit. Oh, Shadow Tom, thank you. Let's plant some fire glow seeds. I'm curious what that is. Because we just got some. Okay, cool. Wakey, wakey, everyone. How you guys doing? I should plant some more rice. I need to buy some more rice seeds as well. Wait! I should have recognized your username, Kylie, and you've drawn fan art of my persona, the Seraph of Stories. I'm so sorry that I didn't recognize you at first. But thank you so much. Honestly, I love getting fan art, so draw whatever you'd like. I would love to see it. So, I'm so sorry that I didn't recognize you at first, but thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like, of course, I try and remember, like, people who make amazing stuff for me, or, like, send me fan mail or fan art and stuff. Because you guys put so much time and energy and effort into it, and it really means a lot to me. Hey, Atul. Oh, you're not feeling so hot right now? I've got a lot in my mind. Keep thinking about my friend, Zazie. Did you ever meet her? We used to organize rallies when we were younger. This picture of her and me is the only picture I have in my wallet. I've had it for over 40 years. Damn. Your Aunt Viv would murder me if she knew I didn't at least have one picture of our kids. And she adored Zaz. Everyone did. Maybe we should hang it in my house. We won't get rid of the folds, but at least I won't get water all over it. Oh, seeing visions of past meals I've had. That can't be a good sign. Of course not. We'll get that taken care of right away, Gustav. Drinking style and taste. Okay. I will say this quote time and again. There are still faint glimmers of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity. This is exactly that. A taste so unique, so special. I don't even get why some people would call this an acquired taste. Neophytes, assuredly. This is wonderful, Skipper. Thank you. And a hug, because you're wonderful. Also, I've always wondered what it's like to be hugged by a bird with having those arms, or any kind of winged creature, because I'm thinking also gargoyles, like, with like the big wings kind of wrapping around you and like the big feathery hug. Like, that would be so cool. Let's not make this habit. Oh, come now. Hugs are good for you. Where are we heading to? We're heading towards the Everdor, but was there anything else? Amberton Park. We need to figure out where to go. Improve Atul's house by adding a pitch frame. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. So we need to eventually get over to Amberton Park. That's not that. But here's the Everdor, so we need to start heading in that direction. We're here. Don't need to go there. Let's stop get these crates. And we'll gradually make our way towards the Everdor. Trust me, being into Vampire the Masquerade being hugged by a gargoyle is not fun. Oh, it certainly is not. What's up? Stella, it just occurred to me, Stella. This exhibition I've been feverishly toiling towards. I've never really delved into any detail concerning it, have I? Well, allow me to enlighten you. As my assistant, it's the least I can do. As you are well aware of, I've organised my fair share of exhibitions throughout my life. One might even say that it was my career, although I prefer to think of it as my vocation. But every single one of them, museum, private or public galleries, festivals, anti-fascist rallies, corporate tax schemes, living performances, every single one of them has been corrupted by base, obtuse, cretinous politics. The public is not ready for this one, Gustav. This artist slept with this one and there's some bad blood. The Queen has a preference for tepid pieces of art bourgeoisie. I've never, not even once, been allowed free rein over an exhibition. I often thought to myself, Gustav, you'll be respected when you get older. No one would dare question your gusto. But then, well, you know what happened. Stuck to that infernal chair, legs as pieces of obstinate wood, slowly creeping up until my features froze into a dead, ridiculous grimace. I didn't mind at all. I didn't mind all that. After all, the body is but a tool for the mind. And my mind has always been as clear as fresh spring water. No, what I loathed was this perception others had of me. When you turn into a grotesque statue of yourself, people start treating you as furniture. All this work, all those years, the sacrifices, the humiliations, these suddenly lost all worth. I tried to keep up with my work, as you remember, and thanks to your help. But things were never quite the same. Well, this time it will be different. This exhibition will be pure chaos. A maelstrom of artistic sensitivities, thrown together in defiance of all human laws, to enforce this great message of transcendence through beauty. Yes, that is my goal now. And yours too, should you choose to keep helping me. I'm sure you will. Oh, what's up, good stuff? I've once again hit a roadblock. As you know, much of my work requires me to communicate with my trusted correspondents. Of course, you used to help me with that, quite a lot. But look at me, now back at full strength. And even though I don't need a secretary, I still need a desk. Now, we could use any old desk, but that would defeat our purpose, would it not? Only the best, for the good of the exhibit. To that end, I managed to track down a woodworker of excellent reputation. I know he lives in Oxbury, but I haven't been able to contact him. You should go and investigate. Some good old-fashioned field work. And while I do not know exactly where he might be, I do know that his companion works in some sort of cafe. Maybe that could lead you on his trail. Oh, and on a related note, I've done some thinking. I'm not certain the vast assortments of tools you put at our disposal will yet be enough, since everything apparently has to be refined from raw materials. Some finer materials will require a more specialized workshop. You should consider building a smithy to help us with that. Okay, so we need to go to Oxbury and we need to build a smithy. Sounds like we're going to have quite the chase trying to get all of Gustav's stuff. Hey, what's up, Astrid? A little something to eat, would you? Of course, I'm sorry. We still need to figure out what you like. Grain salad, maybe? Like, grain salad was definitely Summer's favorite, but I'm trying to think... Like, I need to get experimenting with more food. Come on. Come on. Come on. And Samuel, I totally wasn't just thinking of. I totally didn't zone out there and think about Goliath from Gargoyles when I was thinking about getting hugged by someone who's very strong with an amazing voice and has beautiful wings. And it totally wasn't that. I know Astrid likes simple food, but I haven't really experimented with more like simple recipes yet. We need to chart a course. I need to do that now. Thank you, Kylie Ann. Thank you. You also have great taste. Let's grab these crates and then we'll maybe head slowly towards the Everdor. But I'm just gonna check again, because there's still stuff that we can unlock. But I'm trying to think, like, is there something I'm missing for making oil? It's got sheep corrals, chicken coop, and a crusher. Oh, Arsmith, there's only one character from Mass Effect that I can zone out and imagine feeling like getting hugs by, and that is the one and only Garrus Vakarian. Let's be honest. I love me monsters. I love my monsters. Like, I know he's busy calibrating, but he still has... He can still make time for me, though. I'm the captain, after all. Oh. Garrus is a top lad, abso-fucking-lutely. Like, I'm trying to rack my brain, like, where is it that, like, they want us to go? Oh, all the way over here! That's way on the other side of the map. Okay, so that's Oxbury. And there's Amberton Park. Okay. We need to start exploring that area more. Do we need anything extra to go there, though? What's the upgrades? I think we have to be able to travel through rocks in order to do that. I think we need more aluminium ingots. So we should... We're going to be heading in that direction anyway, towards Albert. And I am purposefully dragging my feet for saying goodbye to summer. Let's go back to the aluminium dragon, get some more aluminium, because then when we're heading in that direction anyway, we can go see Albert, get the upgrade to break through the rocks, then we can continue on that particular quest line. I'm totally not at all dragging my feet about saying goodbye to summer. I really don't want to say goodbye to summer. She's wonderful. There's a cosplayer that I really admire who can actually do a really good impression of Garrus's voice. It's wonderful when there's like someone you admire that you're like, oh, you're also incredibly talented at voice impressions. That's wonderful. Okay. Actually, let's leave that for now. Okay, that's still good. I think we can make something with this though. Hang on. Where's the kitchen? I need to remind myself where the kitchen is. Rice flour. Okay, cook that. And take care of some other things in the meantime. Ooh, fire glow. That's cool. I saw that we did actually need that for as a part of the upgrade for the rock destroyer. So I'm glad that we are getting some fire glow stuff growing now. And we can pick our plants. I need to grow another orchard for the other trees that we can grow. And yes, I believe Gustav did want to speak to us. Look, found something you might like, perhaps. It's a gift from my collection. I hope you appreciate the value of such oddities. You're too kind, Gustav. You're far too kind. I wonder, is there any other buildings that we can improve? Because we've improved the kitchen, and the loom and the field. Can we improve this? No. That? No. 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 We can improve a chicken coop though. What do we need for the frame picture, by the way? Mottled ectoplasm and ash plank, that's right. And the other stuff was a little bit tricky. Build a smithy. We need to upgrade our board first to do that. We'll eventually get there. We'll eventually get there. And everyone's starting to sleep. Yeah, let's get some rest. Because, we're going to be saying goodbye to summer soon. And I'm not okay. I'm really not going to be okay when we do that. But I love this game. I love this game so much. Like, Krieger, I know this is a game about learning to say goodbye. It doesn't change the fact that it's so bloody sad. I absolutely agree with you. Saying goodbye is one of the hardest things to do. But this is a wonderful game in which you get to know all these wonderful spirits and say your farewells, and you get to know them and understand them and empathize with them. You understand, like, why they are the way that they are. How's the food doing? Okay, perfect. That's done. Okay, we'll get that in a second. After we've helped out the deer dragon. Okay, Summer's still making her way into position. So in the meantime... Oh, no, wait. I can't do anything else. Come on, Summer, dear. Let's take care of your dragon. Good morning, honeybee. Once again, the dragon is back, Stella. Should we help it? Yes. Alright, let's ready for it. I will do my best. This is a trickier dragon, so it might take me a couple of tries to... Come on. I figured it out. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Where are you, dragon? Where are you, dragon? There you are. It's okay. We'll take care of you. Come on. Come on, Stella. I was doing so good. Damn it. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, Summer, we're taking care of your friend.
Incredible. It looks relieved, doesn't it? I wonder what it means. If we are ever to cross this dragon's path again, I think we should help it. However I might feel about it. For now, though, I need some time to collect my thoughts. Thank you, Stella, for everything.
Right, I'll leave you to it. So I need to get something out of the oven. I made pie! I'm curious though, what happens if we cook like corn flour and chicken? Make something interesting. Oh, Summer, do you want... I do have something for you. Do you like apple pie? I'm just wondering because like the pastry is made with eggs maybe? Is it... Okay, no, it is a dessert, so she does like it. You found my weak spot, dear. I can't say no to a dessert. A delightful sugary perfection. Thank you very much. Oh. Don't you feel better now? Oh, Summer. It's gonna hurt so much. Oops. Oh, and Hayden, thank you so much for the stretch check. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was my elbows. Oh, I get that sometimes when, like, I've been sitting in the same, like, kind of T-Rex pose the whole time while I've been playing. So, like, my elbows get a little bit stiff. But I promised myself I'm going to take better care of my joints and myself in general this year. So I have started doing yoga again. So hopefully that'll kind of help to work those aches and pains out. Let us chart a course. Castine Mines. Let's steadily head towards the Everdoor, shall we? Let's go from here. Let's head down this way and we'll get some of those nebula fibers because we're running a little bit low on those anyway. Sorry, like, if you guys don't like hearing like that cracking noise that my joints sometimes make, I will do my best to like maybe kind of angle myself away from my microphone so it doesn't pick up as much, so sorry. I'm sorry, Atul, I'm working on it. Do you want food? I've got you some food. How about pie? Yes, there you go. Pie is so good. Give you a hug as well, because you give such good hugs. Okay, I just wanted to check, because sometimes it weirds people out or creeps them out, so I just wanted to check. I need to buy more seeds for planting in here. Oh, and a hydrate check from Samuel. Thank you, thank you. Mm. Thank you most kindly. In just a moment. Oh, we made a meat pie. So that's what happens when you mix flour and meat. I wonder then if you put flour and then something like radishes if you get veggie pie, maybe. Sure could find something nutritious for me. Are you feeling hungry? Okay, we'll take care of that. We don't really have a lot of, like... Okay, we do have steamed shellfish, though. Yeah, he's already had that recently, though. Old-fashioned, old-fashioned. What about bouillabaisse? Thank you, Skipper. This meal is nourishing. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, Atul, you're wonderful. What's up? Are you mad at me, Peanut? Have I done something to offend you? No? Good. Feed me then. Pretty please. Please, Bambina. I'm starving. Okay. You like fine dining stuff. We'll give you some bouillabaisse as well. Aha. Now this is something special. Quite the fine dining experience, Bambina. This hits the spot. Delicious. Grazie mille to the chef. Yes, I know it's you. Alright, we're getting there bit by bit. Oh, this game is so gorgeous. Oh, hello. Start the event? Yes, because we need more of these. Come on. These pill bugs are so cute. They remind me of those deep sea, I can't remember what they're called. It's like it starts with an I. It's like an ichthyopod or something. Like those deep sea pale pill bugs that are really, really cool. He eats soup with a fork like a stone cold badass. Absolutely. Alright. Let's grab these crates and keep heading this way then, shall we? Oh. I'm not ready to say goodbye. Although thankfully, aluminium melts quite quickly. Well, come on. Ichthyopod, I think that was it. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh no, wait, it was an isopod. Yes. I know it started with an I, but I couldn't quite remember if it was like a shorter name, if it was a really, 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 really long name. And I was like, I don't want to fuck this up. But they're like, cool star. Isopods. Oh, good stuff, you're so... Everyone's playing their music. Everyone's so happy. Let's get this pie out. Veggie pot pie, yes. How are we doing for recipes? Heat treated crab. Oh, we do have some snow crabs actually. Let's cook those up. Because that's some fine dining, and who knows, maybe he'll make Giovanni like us. Or, you know, if he's been good and he actually pays his toll or something. What is it? Peanut. Look at these jewels. For you, Bambina. No, 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 no. No need to explain how. Shh. Just take them. It's a gift. Thank you. Come on. That's one thing maybe I should try and make while it's still nice and wintry. Is try and make pie. Like with my own pastry and everything. Because I was never good at making pastry and stuff from scratch. Maybe I'll try that this year. Try and make my own pastry at some point. Okay. Okay. Guys, we're heading towards the Everdoor, so you know what that means. It's almost time to say goodbye to summer. It feels like she's always been here. And it's gonna hurt to say goodbye, but that's okay. Because this game is all about saying goodbye. And those moments of tenderness that make life so special. And that's okay. Things are gonna get a little sad. But Summer's been through a lot, and she's at peace now, and she's happy to go, I think. Oops, almost forgot. Come on. Summer's inside. Let's catch some lightning in a bottle, though. We've got to pass through the storm anyway to get to the Everdoor. Storm, let's try and catch some lightning. Remember, your Everlight will protect you. What do you say? Yeah, let's do it. Stand below each hit. Catch some lightning in a bottle. We'll take Summer to the Everdoor, and then I think we'll call it a night, guys, if that's okay. Come on. Come on. I'm getting better at this. Come on. Damn it. So close. Come on. Come on. And I think that's it. Oh, Talon, if you do have an Amazon Prime subscription that is just going begging, I would greatly appreciate the support, but it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Ooh. 6 heat-treated crabs. Hell yes. I wonder what else we can cook. Oysters. Can we combine that with anything? Let's try oysters and mushrooms? Actually, let's just do oysters on their own because I don't think we've cooked with oysters before. And if that just makes bouillabaisse again, then sweet. But I think saying goodbye to summer is the perfect way to wrap up tonight. So once the sun is up, then I think we'll say goodbye. So let's let Stella get some rest as we ready ourselves for that in the morning. Ooh, good tip, Kruger. I'll keep that in mind. Rice flour with oysters. I'm curious to see what that makes. Okay, so we just cook rice flour instead. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Otherwise, I could have totally screwed that up. I made something completely inedible. Okay, oysters. Okay, steamed shellfish. That's good because Gustav likes that. Let's try just some rice flour though. Okay, that's all good. Hey. Are you hungry? Are you good? How about your favorite green salad? I think you're not hungry right now. Do you want a hug? That's okay. We're here. Hey, Summer. How you doing?
Stella, are you ready to go? Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, Summer.
I really thought I could keep up with it this time. The dragon. I was certain it was calming down. I could feel it purring, the warmth of it in my chest. I guess I just did it all over again. Just like my father. The dragon is a beast. Indomitable, if I recall my own words correctly. Whether you choose to care for it, or to beat it down. Oh, what would Rose think of me? Would she be proud? Would she be ashamed? I can't help but wonder what she would have done in my stead. But I know. I know what she would have told me. She would have looked me straight in the eye. Her gaze would have pierced through the veil of my appearance. She wouldn't have said a word. She knew from the beginning. She knew the dragon would take me away. She knew I would have tried to love it and not hate it. Would she have judged me for my failure? I couldn't love it, Stella. I just couldn't. As much as I hate it, it's a part of me now. It will be forever. If I want to leave gracefully, I must accept it for what it is now. I was looking forward to so many more lessons with you. You've been such a gifted student, Stella. I am so proud of you. So proud of your heart. So proud of your blossoming soul. I'm sorry to leave you. You'll have to learn by yourself. I have no doubt that you'll pull through. The only lesson I have left is to show you what we're made of. Of ephemeral starlight. We're but a few particles of thought on the vast stream of consciousness. This is the last thing I can teach you, Stella. That all things change, that all things end. I'm so proud of you, Stella. And I know Rose would be too. Thank you for everything.
And with that, I think we'll call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I had so much fun with this, and I hope you did as well. I think this was the perfect note to end it on, with Summer's final wise words. Everyone, give yourselves a good hug, dry your tears. You all had such beautiful things to say during those final farewells. Oh, cherish the time you had, not the time you could have had. Absolutely. Absolutely. But everyone, tell someone in your life that you love them and that you appreciate all that they've done for you and that you cherish them. This looks to be an incredible year ahead of us, and we're going to make the best of what we have been given, the time that we do have. And I absolutely plan on doing that myself, so I think this is a perfect time to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. We've had so many new faces in the chat. It's been absolutely wonderful. And if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider hitting that follow button. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite for more of my Soothing Sunday streams and my Friday Night Frights, where we are continuing to play Hades. I had such a wonderful time tonight. Thank you so much for the follows, for the bit drops, for the resubs. You have no idea how much your continued support means to me. I'm really hoping to be able to reach my next goal by the end of the year, and I want to keep taking my Twitch channel to even greater heights. So thank you so much for joining me. I had such a wonderful time, and I hope all of you have a fantastic week ahead. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel as my Twitter as well for all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next stream. And as this game in particular brings out these words more so in my Soothing Sunday streams, but do take these words to heart, especially with the week ahead and in the year ahead and all that stuff. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.